Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to You Must Build a Boat. Took me a second there to remember what the name of this game was. It's so odd. At least in this case it makes a little bit more sense. So we have life enchanted and fragile monsters and find the satchel. So life enchanted looks like it's a bad thing, but it doesn't look that bad, so we'll just do both of these. To find the satchel, we have to run into a crate or an ultra crate, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, life enchanted seems to imply that these guys are gonna either regain their health rather quickly or just have extra health. Which, that in itself, oh yeah, they're regaining health. So I probably shouldn't do both of these quests at the same time. It's not gonna work out well. Let's see. Keys. Where did I put my keys? Yeah, this guy probably will be the death of me because of his resistance to fire and just not having any swords on the field. Yep. So yeah, that's not gonna work. But because of that first run, we now know monsters in fragile monster dungeon take less damage to defeat. All enemies in a life enchanted dungeon have life enchant. Monsters with life enchant regain health over time. So we are more informed. So we should reduce the quality and reduce the danger and just do this run. And so this is kind of just a mad dash to do damage. Like, we want to save every possible attack and have a second attack set up very quickly to happen after the first one, if we can. Or you're gonna have to do 5 attacks in a row. Alright. There we go. There we go. Keys. Let's hope this guy dies. Have I killed 5 monsters? 6 monsters yet? Power monsters, thanks. Thanks, game. That's exactly what I needed right there. Like, there's no surviving this. I'm surprised I made it this far. Come on, keys. Come on. I gotta find something. Something that works. Wow. And that still wasn't defeat 6 monsters. This is gonna be tough. This is not just gonna roll over and work. I'm gonna need the hammer horn I'm gonna need every bit of help I can get. That was a waste. I should go ahead and break a key, but that would have actually been a waste too. Come on, game. Game is not treating me very kindly with the drops. And while I would love to just get chests, it's not going to help anything. I need, in this instance, to have all monsters, 6 monsters come in a row before I go further in the dungeon and it becomes more difficult. Let's see. More traps. That's the last thing we need, is more traps. Just break that. Let's keep on smacking this thing. Keep on trying to break it. And that last monster felt like that was probably number 6, if I was to guess, but no certainty there. It could just always feel like the one you didn't succeed was the one you needed. That is often the case, as people misjudge how far away they are from a goal, myself included. Still more of this stuff. Ugh. There's so few swords coming up. It's strange. The chests need to go. We need to get rid of all of these chests. And if they weren't in the game, which I imagine eventually they won't be. Eventually you'll get an upgrade that says no more chests, that they're stupid, they're not adding anything to the play. Or you'll get it to the point where you don't need to get brains or brawn anymore because the that was a major combo I just got there. Yeah, if I upgrade all the brains and brawn characters, if I recruit every monster, there'd kind of be no reason for them to be there anymore. That would be nice if that was the case. Honestly, I doubt that is how the game will work. But that would certainly make it easier at that point. I'm frozen, I can't do anything. And the only way to unfreeze myself is to make matches. And then now I have to find more keys. And of course there are no more keys now. So I'm about to lose. So those traps are pretty devastating. And that guy's still not dead. And he's regaining his health every second I have to struggle to find another match. Smash that. Smash that. Do that. Do that. Do that. How about that? Ugh. Finally. Let's more keys to open. And remember, right now keys are not helpful. Like, well, treasure chests aren't helpful. Keys are still helpful, but right now I need monsters to kill. So many things. Still not enough damage. And still didn't defeat 6 monsters. We'll have the horn in this run, so there's a chance that this will be a good run. But no guarantees. Still very much sticking with just make matches, regardless of whether they are the right matches or not. More keys. I don't know if there's enough keys on the field even to make a match. Finally. So I've got the horn, but I don't feel like I've killed maybe 4 characters at most. Like, this seriously doesn't feel like I've made enough progress. And this guy is just gonna be tougher and tougher, and yeah, I'm probably out of luck. Keys. Another key. I'm looking everywhere for matches and not finding any. We're at 346 right now. We could upgrade this or this. I don't think we need to upgrade either one of those though. Traps are more common in more traps dungeon. Good to know. It's very possible, it feels like, that we wouldn't even have this fully completed by the end of the game. Max, deal extra damage on ranged monsters, or spend this and just increase everything. It feels like the game might very well limit you to only one silver thing per time. I guess that can't be the case in this instance. I wonder if the number goes up higher and higher. And if your quality goes up on these, it is possible that there might be a way to play the game, never open any of these satchels, and that later on paying off a lot better. But to get to that point, it's going to require some work. There's nothing more to recruit. 200 plus, 250 plus of everything except for gold. Let's just try and find the satchel. Like, this very well may just be a case of I need to take a little bit of a break from the other run and see what I can do with this run. That wasn't necessary to do that. Amethyst. Sword still doesn't feel like it's doing a massive amount of damage. I don't think it ever will. I think as soon as we upgrade the sword, we'll just be asked to move to the next section of the gameplay. Just keep playing, keep matching, keep trying. Let's see. So not a great run there, but at least we can try something different, I guess. I guess we could do both, because if I did both quests, what I kept running into is, instead of getting enemies to fight when I needed to defeat 6 enemies, I kept running into chests. If I keep getting chests and I'm looking for the satchel, that seems like that's something that might work in my favor. So one way or the other, I might be able to finish at least one of the challenges. There's too much of this. So switch back to this. Add both quests. And see what happens. Might as well do them both. Like, I don't think I'd be able to kill these enemies at all if they weren't fragile monsters. So there must be a point at some point in the future, though, that you will have to fight enchanted life monsters that aren't fragile, and that's gonna prove to be difficult. Let's see, I've got keys, but do I have enough keys in the right places? this going. Keep killing these monsters. That's helpful. Disarming that trap. Yep, and this will probably be the end of me. Like, I can't see any matches. What's funny here is now I'm kind of going in circles. Like, maybe I should do one quest, maybe I should do both. I'm not 100% certain how much increasing the difficulty by 10% really changes the gameplay. If it does a lot or if it does very little to affect things. Getting some bad runs, but I was getting bad runs before, so that doesn't really mean anything. Let's I did a 5-staff match there and it still didn't kill him with his resistance. I've got to make matches now to free myself, and that's gonna be too much. Just find something to match. It doesn't even matter what it is. Just match. Just shake yourself out of it. And then match some keys on top of that. We might have hit a point where I need to play off screen. It feels like it. Like, finding the satchel really is just a matter of getting a good run. And defeating 6 monsters is really just a matter of getting a good run. And I think I am really just on the verge of defeating 6 monsters. Many times it feels like I'm just about there. But I could be so wrong about that. Or that last monster could just be the most difficult one and way harder than I think. That's all kinds of things to match there. Let's see. There's no keys to match even. This is not working. Give me one freaking key that's in any plane where it will actually line up with anything. Finally. Of course, next thing will just ruin me as much as the previous one. Well, the good news is the horn might save me. Was that 6 monsters? Probably not. I'm just holding the mouse down right now, so it doesn't activate it. Let's see, keys. Find a way to match keys. There's 3 keys on this thing. I'm surprised that worked. Oh, give me... Blow up those crates. Wow. 3 bombs in a row, and it still didn't help. How are we on gold? Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm taking a lot of damage. I feel like I'm actually just not doing enough. So save up that gold. I think probably I need to pick one too if I'm gonna play it off screen, and I would assume I want to play this one off screen. That makes the most sense. Just make as many matches as possible, even though they're not going to help anything. Matches probably fill up the hammer horn. One more chest. Wow, I still need a key. Well, the good news here is if I could kill something that's not immune to fire with this one, and then kill something that is immune to fire with this one, I am set up kind of nicely. That was not the right one though. Oh man. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Get doing enough damage on these guys. And the horn is too far away. But most of these monsters still are only really doing 1 or 2 hits. So, yeah, their speed reduction is fine. And my damage reduction is probably fine too. As best as I can tell. This really just comes down to being able to find matches, which for the most part is a me problem. It's just a focus and luck thing. Sure, if these crates weren't showing up at all, or if the brains or brawn weren't showing up at all, then I would have a lot more swords and staves to make matches with. I suppose it's a somewhat fair question. Apparently he's immune to fire too, so it seems like everybody in this run is immune to fire. Is You Must Be supposed to be a more difficult version of 10 million or a sequel? Like, because if it's supposed to be a sequel, you kind of have to accommodate both new players and old players. If it's just supposed to be a even more difficult version of the previous game, it's kind of not succeeding at that. So I would have to say it's definitely trying to be a sequel. It just is a question as far as whether it's fully succeeding there. We'll upgrade our damage. I like that the game is keeping the numbers relatively small, though. That is nice. We could easily have done 100 damage in the first upgrade, and then that went up to 120, then 150, and just moved in increments of 10. A lot of games do that, but they're keeping it simple. We started doing 4 or 5 damage per staff, and we very possibly may have had a minimum damage of 3 damage per every 3 match, so 1 damage per tile, which would make a lot of sense, and we're slowly upgrading it so that it's doing more and more, and that is proving to be helpful. I am going to play off screen until I defeat the 6 monsters, and I won't buy anything. This is the second time I've done that. For this style of game, I think that actually makes more sense than most games. You're not going to miss a lot of stories. You're not going to miss anything really important. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.